Wrapping up the 2012 A-Class Catamaran World Championships, I'm Will Clark, for ClarkSail. I'm here with Duane Palmeter of Hullspeed. Duane, first of all, how are you? Thanks for doing this.
Doing well. Thanks for taking the time to sit with me, Will.
And you've been pointed out to me by a number of other people as a guy who knows which way is up. So tell us a little bit about what you've got going on over there at Hullspeed.
Well, we started working with the Hullspeed coatings about 10 years ago. And this has been a side venture of mine from our primary chemical business in the area of silicone epoxy composite products. And what we felt was we stumbled across a chemistry that we said, wow, this is an ideal surface energy for release. And at the time, there was some very high-profile sailing going on in the world down in New Zealand with the America's Cup. And we just I personally made a concentrated effort to go after the team, which I did, and successfully got involved with their technical manager down there. Ended up sending product to them. They were testing it. They got it approved by the measurers. They ultimately just could not get over the finish. This chemistry tends to have a mottled orange peel finish, and in that world in particular, finish is king. The conventional wisdom is fare these things out to 2,000 plus, and they just would not and could not get over that. And it just sort of fizzled out. So went after them again when they were in Spain, chasing Alinghi again. This is the Oracle BMW team. And ran into some notable sailors. One in particular, Pete Melvin out of Huntington Beach in the ACAT series. Pete said, hey, I'll take a look at that. And he did.
Pete's a fast man.
Pete's a real fast man, and he's been fast for a real long time. That's one of Pete's strengths. So a lot of guys have come and gone, and Pete's still right there. I think this spring Pete won the New Zealand Nationals with his ACAT with Hullspeed up. So Pete's used the product for quite some time. Made a few comments about the product at an A-Class event here in Islamorada back in, it was probably 06 or maybe 07. And all Pete said in the print article was that nothing would stick to his boat. He didn't have any bow numbers, he didn't have any stickers, because he couldn't get anything to stick to the boat. And that's one of the traits of the product. It's a very, very low surface energy. It's very hard to get things to stick to this product. So Pete's been using it for quite some time. Pete's not out there telling the world about it, but when asked, I think he has good things to say about it. So we've continued to play with it. The sailing marketplace, we have continued to play in the sailing marketplace off and on. We've just stumbled along. This marketplace is very technical. The guys are very driven in their thoughts on what they want to use. The conventional wisdom is very, very difficult to change, and it's a tough nut to crack. So what we've really done is we've refocused our attention to the power side. We're demonstrating 8% improvements in fuel economy. We're demonstrating 7 and 8% improvements in speed. And these are boats that are running at anywhere from slow dinner cruise boats at the 8 and 12 knots to high-end patrol boats that are running at 60 and 70 knots. Wow. We're on several Florida Fish and Wildlife's patrol boats. One's a brand new 12-meter rib powered by triple 300s. One's a real big OTEC Cat. It's a 45-foot full enclosed Rolls-Royce jet boat. We're on the bass fishing boats. These boats are running at 65 to 80 knots. And at those speeds, we're demonstrating 3 or 4% improvements in speed. And these are documented. If you go to hullspeed.us, you'll see some of these videos. So we have a couple of variations of the product. We have a polish that's called Superglide. And the Superglide is something that you can put on, push one hull up, put it on, drop the hull, do the other hull, put the boat in the water as quickly as you can get it out.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah, the Hullspeed base coatings, the F series, the 3000 series, this is like redoing, if you're going to refit a boat and it's time to repaint, like putting gel coat or any of the other epoxies on. This is a full-blown multi-year coating. This would be on. This is for a life of the boat type coating, but it's an ideal surface.
All right.
Does that?
Yeah, that's great. The sailing marketplace. I grew up with my father was in the sailing marketplace, so I know how fickle it is. But in your mind, is there any reason why this shouldn't be on everybody's sailboat, on everybody's ACAT, given the results you've had in powerboats? I mean, it's ultimately the same concept.
In a word, no.
All right.
That's my own personal opinion.
All right. So use Hullspeed and you will go faster. You heard it here first. I'm Will Clark, ClarkSail, live from 2012 ACAT Worlds. Duane, thanks for doing this.
Will, thank you. It's a pleasure.
All right.